Hey, what is going on? Thank you so much for being a part of this live. Listening to Beautiful Start podcast. Before I start talking, I want to encourage you guys to go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. That is the new website. So definitely check that out. You can listen to the podcast there. You can find out about services and groups, and also I do a free meditation. So let me go into this live. So basically, I'm talking today about loving and forgiving yourself, right? A lot of times when things happen, it's so difficult for people to like move on beyond it, right? Or to move forward. It's like they get stuck in the state of whatever it is that they're going through, like pain, you know? Sometimes people get stuck and they don't see a way out for themselves. It's like something negative happened. I said, I just have to deal with it, you know? And absolutely not. At any point in your life, you can move forward regardless of how heinous or how horrible things may be in that present moment, but to know that you can always move forward, right? You are in control of yourself, right? And you control the choices and decisions that you make. And a long time ago, someone told me, is really all about how you're reacting, like how you reacting to the things that are going on in your life. And sometimes it's so beneficial to have a positive reaction and just to start to open your eyes and see certain opportunities for yourself or create opportunities for yourself. um I'm not perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect, and this life isn't perfect. That's why I say, there's always going to be a different challenge depending on the day. um but the key thing is not to give up. You know what I'm saying? Not to give up on yourself, not to put yourself down or belittle yourself. Being in a verbal oh god, why am I saying it like that? Verbal 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 Lord. I know some people gonna come here. Verbal, right? Some people are in a verbal abusive relationship with themselves. And, it's just they're always down in themselves or being so self critical about the things that they are going through or experiencing. And it's just like, yo, let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you're going to be hard and put yourself down and stop yourself from growing and blocking your own blessings, you know, what's the point when other people are doing that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we're not perfect. Like I said 1,000 times, and I'm going to keep saying it. We're not perfect, right? We are bound to make little errors and mistakes, but we don't have to keep making the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta hate ourselves and discredit ourselves and put ourselves down and punish ourselves. Like a lot of people out there be punishing themselves because of the choices that they made and because they didn't get the type of results that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that's just, they wanted their life to be a certain way when they gotten of age, you know? Because when you're a little kid and thinking about being an adult and all that stuff, like your perception is way different. When I was a little kid, I used to be like, oh, I can't wait to get older to do to have fun, to do what I want to do, right? And now it's like I'm old, but I feel like I've been exercising a lot of self discipline and working on myself. So it's like, when you actually are adult versus the things that you think is supposed to happen when you are, a child, like what experiences adults are really having, like the perception is so different. But what I'm noticing as a grown ass 40-year-old woman, right? Because I'm not ashamed of my age. A lot of people out there, they try to make women feel some type of way about their age. And, with the younger women, they always like to throw shots at women that get, that's older. But my thing is, as long as you alive, baby girl, you're gonna be old. You're gonna get older. You could switch it around and say, "Oh, I'm 45 years young, 45 years old." You 40. It's some people out there that be like, "Oh, 40 is like the new 30." If that makes you maneuver through life and be the best that you could be, hey, 40 is a new 30. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you cope in this society, because it's definitely a cutthroat. Like, people be trying to get at you. Like, I'm noticing how friends be beefing in an indirect way, like all this subliminal subs. You know what I'm saying? People putting their friends' business out there in the streets and stuff like that, and just tarnishing people's names. It's a lot of things that people are going through, like as far as like people spreading rumors and lies. And when you on an open platform and exposing yourself to the world and being who you are, you will open yourself up to certain judgments and certain criticisms. But regardless of how anybody else feel or what anybody else think about you, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Don't lose focus on your goals and whatever it is that you want for yourself in this lifetime. I don't give a damn what your past look like, yo, or whatever it is, right? You got to motivate yourself and push yourself, because ain't that many people that's going to be in your corner, right? And even if you have a whole tribe in your corner and people that's rooting for you, that's great and fine. And I feel like people who have people in their life that are genuinely there because they really care about who they are, and they're not really trying to change you or mold you into something that you don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Or like you constantly trying to seek approval from people that want to just change and mold you. Like, I love people who really accept people for who they are, right? And what I'm noticing now in the society is that, it's not a lot of people out there that's like that. That they're gonna accept people for who they are. They always gonna try to find flaws and something wrong with them. That's why a lot of people are like with this ratchet culture, right? A lot of times people like to talk about the ratchet woman that's in. If y'all was here, y'all see me. I'm doing my hands like, the quotation, like, you got your two fingers up and you putting them up and down, and that's what I'm doing, because it's just like, it makes me think in terms of how people always try to belittle the ratchet woman as in the front of like, whether it's rap, whether it's the whole reality ratchet TV, you know what I'm saying, whether they are in the blogs or all over the internet, right? People who are like quote unquote ratchet, right? But these same women accept who the hell they are, woman or man or whatever. But I'm talking mostly about women. You feel me? I know I got, some men out there that listen or whatever, but it is what it is, right? So you have some people out there that they like to talk about, women and that's ratchet and all that stuff, but they know who the hell they are. They who they are. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they love and accept who they are, and they're not gonna allow you to tear them down, whether they from the hood, the bottom of the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I love and respect about certain women. Certain women are going to be who they are, and they don't care what you think. It's not a factor of what you think, right? I'm not saying that I agree with the message, so much of the message, but I admire women who stand up for who they are, and they're not going to back down or change who they are because somebody has a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to authentically be who they are. They're going to share their voice, and they're going to share their opinion, and they're going to let it be known, right? But, not all women are like that. Not all women have been raised and, to share their voice or be who they are or embrace who they are and love who they are, right? A lot of women are walking around with an immense type of guilt, because of the way they was raised and the things that they was taught, you know, and I want to say that that's okay, because once you realize where certain type of beliefs come from, or certain type of vibes, or certain type of, certain type of mindsets come from, once you acknowledge that. But sometimes it takes us really going into ourselves and really tapping into that and really acknowledging certain things that some people are not able to or want to acknowledge. They don't want to acknowledge certain things. Some people don't want to acknowledge that they feel bad, or they have low self-esteem, or they looking for, their daddy's approval. They was raised in a household without a father. So it's like they looking for that father figure. Some um some women are on that type of that path, but then other women is like, yo, fuck all that shit. Some women don't even care. It's like, whether I have your approval or not, I'm gonna be who the hell I am. I'm gonna say what the hell I want to say, and I'm gonna feel what the hell I want to feel, and I don't care. Unfortunately, in the beginning of my journey, I didn't have that experience where I didn't really care about what anybody else said. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like I was always worried about what other people said, or was trying to be a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I came to grow into myself based through experiences and the things that I have overcame, right? So it took me a while to get to where I am now, right? And so now I can say I'm 40 years old, and I don't really care about what nobody else got to say. But when I was younger, you trying to be a part of, a particular in crowd or whatever. Back in the days, I feel like I was more sociable, and I had more, friends, associates, and people that I really like. When I made friendships, or when I connected with people, it was like on a deeper level, and we actually hung out and did things. But I noticed that as I grown older and started to view things differently, started to open my mind to different concepts and read different books, and explore and do um intuitive work, and uh allow myself to go into meditative states, and just allow myself to tap into myself. I realized that I had deep rooted issues in me that stem from childhood, or stem from certain things that altered the way that I thought or about myself, or the way I was projecting myself, right? So that took, and then based off of my experiences in certain relationships with men, or even friendships, like even relationships with women and stuff like that, it kind of like altered the way that I was. And so I had to really look deeply into it and really work on myself. And now I just feel like, even now as a 40-year old, I'm still working on myself and doing things that I feel like is going to enhance or make myself better. But at the end of the day, what I realize is really, you know, accepting yourself, forgiving yourself, and loving yourself through all the things, because sometimes, even when the whole world turns against you, I notice that certain people go through things like when I was younger, they didn't have all this internet stuff, right? So it's like, yo, if you had a fight and you lost that fight, you only had people rumors and people talking about it. But now people are experiencing this thing where if they lose a fight and someone recorded, someone could always pull up that archive. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like a different time. And I know that a lot of you young people out there and even older people are experiencing things that are just, I want to say not, I don't want to say not human, but it's just unnatural. Like, you had a fight. Like, everyone, it's going to be fights that you win, it's going to be fight that you lose, but at least you stood up for yourself and did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm an honest and firm believer that, there's some fights that you could have, but then there's some fights that you could absolutely walk away from. I don't really penalize people from walking away from certain fights or picking the higher route and, eliminating that factor, because I remember somebody, I was talking to one of my relatives and they was telling me how this girl, she had her kids and she was doing, just doing regular stuff, like whether you just picked up your child from school or just out in the community going to the store with your kids. And so this woman was doing that. She out, minding her own business, doing what she had to do. And then she had like this you know, this person that don't like her, this person that's being intimate with her man, having sex with her man or whatever, and or, whatever. I think it was the other way around. I think the girl with the kids was having sex with her baby father or something. It was something like that. It had something to do with a baby father. You know what I'm saying? But this woman, first of all, as a woman, you see this woman with her kids. I don't understand this generation or people of this time. I don't even want to say this generation, because you have older women and older men that's be on certain type of times where they don't care. Like, you gonna get it, whether you with your grandmother, a elderly relative, whether you with your pets, whether you with whatever, whoever you with is on site, right? I don't understand that with this. Like, back in the days, it's like people would give you like the slide, like, all right, you with your relatives, you with your family, I see you on the other side, like I see you when you by yourself type of. Now people be like, it's on site with whatever, you could be with you could be with whoever, I'ma pop off on you, right? So I think this woman, she seen this woman with her kids. This is the story that I'm being told. Like, this is a story that was told to me. I was told about it, like, I think 3 weeks after it happened, or 4 weeks after it happened, 5 weeks after it happened. It was a long time, right? So this is like very, very old, right? And it was all over the news too. That's the thing, like, it was all over the news. So I found out about it, after the fact, but I didn't know it was all over the news until I was told about it. And it's just like, it's known. You feel what I'm saying? And this was years ago. Many, many moons ago. Right? Many moons ago. So many years ago. But it made me think about that. Right? I think this was before I I got graduated college. I don't know, it was a long time ago. So this woman, right, minding her business or whatever, this girl obviously see her, feel like she threatened by her or whatever because she had sex with her baby father. And then this girl just straight slaps her, something like that, or hit her. And it's like, she slapped her, she with her kids or whatever. And this woman, like, straight, you know, she snaps, right? And I think the woman stabs her, something like that. She stabs her, you know. But to make a long story short, the woman ended up in jail. The one who, was minding her business out, with her kids, she ended up in jail. Her kids ended up being removed from her. And I just be feeling like, yo, if that was me on the other end, son, I don't care how anybody perceive me, be. I'm with my kids, somebody hit me, I'ma eat that and keep it moving. And I'ma see you on the back end. Like, all right, you hit me, you punked me, you got that, but I'ma see you on the end. You feel what I'm saying? You not gonna jeopardize what I got going on. You just not gonna do that. Like, at this mindset that I am at this age, like, you not gonna like, some people feel as though, like, oh yeah, they punking somebody. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Just because you in front of a group of people, like, what I'm saying, I feel like the way you maneuvering through life, you got to be a little bit smart, right? You know how some people sacrifice things for their younger ones. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you assaulted me while I was minding my business with my children. You came at me, right? It's nothing wrong with getting order protection. It's not, to me, I feel like it's nothing wrong with, calling the POs or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Calling 50, however y'all say it. Like, I listen, I pick it up all day long. It's some things you do in private. It's some, what I'm saying? People maneuver things differently, but it's like you minding your business, going about your life, doing whatever it is that you need to do, and someone want to attack you because of whatever's in they head. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. Like, even with, certain women who choose to be in relationships with men who are in full relationship with other people, right? You already know that you a side chick, right? And if it's known, if they uh said to themselves like, yo, if they told you that, like, yo, I'm in a relationship with this whole dude, um I'm in a relationship with this whole dude, and he cheated on me. I'm in a relationship with this whole dude, and you know he cheated on me with somebody else, right? You move on. Some people move on. You could have the option like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this, I'm gonna move on, it doesn't even matter, right? Some people be on that type of time like, yo, I'm not even, that's not even my cup of tea right there, I'm not even dealing with that. And then there's some other people that be like, they be like, whatever, they think they the main chick, they think they the number one. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they start to perceive something that's just not real. They no longer seeing things how it's, so you know what I'm saying, they no longer playing that role. Like, yo, you the side chick, this guy got a whole family, and he's that dude. Like, yo, I'm gonna be there for my family, I'm gonna be there for my wife, I'm gonna be there for my kids, I'm gonna be there on my free time, I'm gonna be with the side chick or whatever, right? And there's some women out there that, they accept those terms, but then there's other women out there that they don't grasp the concept of, like, oh, I'm a side chick, and so in their mind they think they number one, and they causing rackets or whatever. I feel like as a grown person, you know what you signed up for. You should know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you shouldn't be in no situation like that. Like with me, I can't be in no situation like that no more. Like, them days are completely over. I'm not. I just feel like once you reach a certain age, it should be honesty. Honesty should be like, a part of your policy, whatever your policies are, whatever the terms that you live by. I feel like, yeah, we should have definitely certain terms that, like, yo, we should live by. We should abide by this. This is how things should be. It is what it is. You feel me? Um, that's what I think. I honestly feel like we should definitely have things that we abide by, things that we are living by, we stand by. You know how when someone do you dirty, do you wrong, you have certain standards that you live by. You start to set standards. Like when somebody play you or do you dirty, right? It's a good thing to just forgive yourself for accepting the F shit that happened. Like, damn, this dude got me. You ever been in a situation where somebody played you so bad and it's just you just sitting there like in complete shock, and then like, yo, I can't believe this person did me like that. And then it's like all you could really do is laugh, or it's funny. Like I remember back in the days laughing at very serious things because it's the shock value. Like, yo, I can't believe, yo, this happened. Like, yo, this actually took place. Yo, you know that's why when you see people in effed up situation who lose large amounts of money, or something serious happening to them, and they just sitting there laughing because it's just like you're so shocked to the fact that you just laughing. You know what I'm saying? Just like some women who you in a whole relationship with this guy. You have a certain type of perception about this dude. He treats you good, he give you some money or whatever, doing whatever he needs to do. And then boom, you find out this guy is married to somebody in Canada with a whole bunch of kids. And it's like, what? This dude? Or you found out, someone that you in a relationship with is a serial killer and they killing and raping people? Like, what? What the hell are you going to do with that information? Like, and there's so many women out there that has experienced it on some dead serious stuff. And I'm talking about women who felt like they was in relationships with men who could do no wrong, or even women who could do no wrong. Because there's some women out there that's crazy, crazy, and sadistic. I was watching some crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, I'm not subscribed to nobody. I'm not subscribed to nobody. I'm not following nobody on no social media platform. None of that. Like outside, I have a like the business Facebook that I have, and then I have like my personal Facebook. My personal Facebook, I really don't even go on that because I feel like it's just for personal reasons. I don't really go on that. I feel like there's a lot of fakeness out there. Okay. Yeah, that was my alarm that went off. It's reminding me that I have to do something. Yeah, that it was right in it. So it's just a lot of fake stuff out there that I'm like, absolutely not. Like the fake stuff, as I get older, I just realize how fake people are. Like some people just are just fake. And I'm just like, yo, it's some people that don't even stand on truth. They don't even know what the truth is, and they're gonna lie to you. They don't even want to tell you the truth. I feel like someone who love and genuinely care about you and want to see you doing good is going to tell you the truth, whether the truth hurts or if it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? They going to just stand on it, on whatever it is, right? And it's sometimes, some people don't want to hurt other people's feelings. Well, I don't want to hurt your feelings and tell you the truth because I don't want you to experience the things that come with knowing this truth. But see, once you know the truth, I feel like it opens the gateway of trust, and really knowing that this person really genuinely loves me, because they want me to know what it is. And that's how I feel. That being brutally honest, and you got to be brutally honest, like, and just, yeah, the truth does hurt, but a lie hurts way worse. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone comes to you and tell you, like, listen, I don't want to be in a relationship where it's one on one. I think they call that a monogamous relationship. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with one person. I'm trying to be in multiple relationships. This is what I always wanted to be in. I do like you. I like what we have, but in order to move forward, you got to understand this about me. That's honest. You know what I'm saying? That's being very honest, right? And then you have a choice, right? People putting people in positions to make choices that they not really, what I'm saying, they not really willing, right? They putting people in positions that they didn't even make the choice for. That's horrible. But that's just what it is. That's the type of climate that we are actually living in, where it's like people are not going to tell you the truth. Like, they're going to know the shit is going to be in their head or whatever, but they're not going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be very honest with you, right? But the thing is, we could be honest with ourselves. We could, right? Open your eyes and really really see what the hell's going on, right? And some people will tell you some shit to your face, but then you feel a certain vibe or a certain energy, and you be like, nah, this shit don't feel right. Like, you saying this, but the feeling feels different and it feels off. That's how some people that's why some people are able to be manipulated, while others are not able to be manipulated because they peep game. They peep the vibes. I remember back in the days when people used to say things to me, and they used to throw the whole vibe off, like, and I said, like, well, why did they say that? I remember somebody said something to me, right? And it just made me feel so icky. I just remember the feeling. So I guess what's her name? Um Maya Angelou, right? Maya Angelou said, you will remember how people will make you feel. You know what I'm saying? And that shit resonate with me, because it's like, it's crazy, like how you could talk about something that happened, right? And immediately all the emotions, if you have not properly gotten through it, you know healed from it, if that's the thing people like to say, is being like, oh yeah, if you ain't properly healed from it or whatever. But if you didn't go through whatever it is that you were supposed to go through, you know with that situation, then it's like you're going to constantly constantly feel it and go through that. It's women out there that's been broken up for like 20 years, 30 years, and they still feel those same vibes, those same energy. They still, like, when talking about the pain of breaking up or talking about the shit that they've experienced, they actually will break down, right? Because the feeling is so strong and is associated to the memory, is associated to whatever it is that they've been through. And um I could definitely relate on that. But what I've noticed, or um what I've grown into, right, is not really associating with the feeling, with really allowing myself to be, not, it's not this word disconnected, but allowing myself to see outside of the situation, allowing myself to really go outside of my emotions, outside of the feeling, outside of that emotional aspect, and really see things for what it is, and not allow myself to feel all the pain and stuff like that that's associated to it, right? Because even when you come into certain knowledge or come into certain uh experiences or certain energies or whatever have you, right? You know, coming into that aspect, it's like you are in absolute control of how you respond to certain things. Right? Someone who truly is, like, working on themselves and doing what it is that they need to do, and working through uh forgiving themselves for having certain experiences, or allowing themselves to go through certain things, right? Forgiving themselves, and loving themselves, and giving them the permission to move forward in their life, and move forward way beyond the F stuff that goes on. you know Giving yourself permission to move on, and not allowing yourself to get sucked into the feeling that's associated to the F stuff. The things that are just doesn't feel good, yo. It doesn't feel good for somebody to belittle you or to put you down. It doesn't feel good for somebody to uh steal from you or hurt you or to betray you or to lie to you. Like, when you trusted and believed everything someone said to you, and then it comes out to the fact that this person lied to you and they never was telling you the truth. That is definitely the most devastating thing that you could ever experience in life. And especially when it comes from someone that you looked up to and really believed in. Like, where I'm at in my life journey, I don't look up to nobody. I don't look up to no woman. It's no, like, it's crazy because, like, as a teenager, when I think about my experience when I was younger, as a teenager, it was so many women that I used to respect and look up to, in the world, in my immediate circle, to the fact that now I don't look up to it's no woman out there that I look up to. I could, I want to say admire, but it's nobody out there that I look up to, B. Because I just feel like there's a lot of people are fake. I'm sorry, like, it's fake. Like, yes, people definitely have made certain accomplishments or made certain contributions to things evolving and changing like that, but I just feel like you really don't owe nobody nothing. You don't. Whatever it is that you want to do, you could go about doing it and doing to your abilities. But what I realize is that, people be lying and they be fake. You know, some people don't even want you to properly, move forward with your life. They want you to stay stuck in the pain, or stuck in the past, or stuck on things that are not going to evolve you or move you forward. And those are people that you should stay away from. Because if someone's seeing you in an unhappy state and they telling you to stay in that state, that person is not for you at all. They don't care about you. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you maneuver in life. They don't want to see you prosper or none of that stuff. Right? And what happens when all those people, right? Like what happens when everybody turn against you? I see it in so many examples, so many situations where you see some celebrities who everybody turn against them, right? And now, thanks to the internet, regular common folks, people who are just living their everyday life could be canceled. Just like, and nobody ain't messing with them, yo. Like, this is absolutely crazy. Like, this cancel culture is absolutely absurd. Like, people are canceling other people and they're not able to provide for themselves and their families. That's crazy. Like, how could you be so angry and mad at another individual who has not even done nothing to you personally? You feel what I'm saying? And that has not committed a heinous crime to innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Some people are getting canceled over a belief system, over a comment, over a sentence. Basically, you know what I'm saying? People are not really canceling people who done the heinous, craziest things. Like, people don't be canceling serial killers and none of that stuff. Every year you see a new documentary or a new movie about an old serial killer. Okay. They ain't canceling these people, but they canceling regular well, people who do, I don't know, but they cancel everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody, but people that's just, you be like, you worried about this and you let the serial killer get away? Like, come on. It makes absolutely no sense at all. That's why I'm like, whatever. That's why when people be saying like certain things or doing certain things, I don't even take it serious. I be like, whatever. Let me focus on what it is that I need to do for myself and direct my thoughts in a place where it's prospering me, where I am growing, where I am evolving, where I am learning, where I am, you know, uh making money and doing what I need to do. Some people, oh God, I just hit that. Some people are not on that type of time, and it is what it is. They just not. They're not on that type of time, right? And then they try to make it so that you don't even care about yourself or love yourself or make you feel some type of way about yourself, right? It's just like someone who know a secret about you that you don't know, but then they saying like little subliminal stuff, right? And I'm gonna go on a personal route and talk about like something that I experienced. Like, yeah, like I've experienced people knowing things about me that I didn't know about, and they used to say things, and I used to pick up on it. Like, why would this person say this? Like, they said this, but it felt different. Like, someone ever listen. If you listening to this on the live, right, the live chat, whatever, I don't really have the chat open. I mainly just go on here and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. If you guys are in a comment section and you commenting and I ain't saying nothing, I don't see it because I'm just literally talking in the microphone and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe like in the future, because like I have the regular podcast that I do with the episodes that come on Monday. It has not been an episode in a while because honestly, a lot has been going on in the background, and I just feel like it's all about quality versus quantity. Like I'm not just gonna come up and just make a show. You feel what I'm saying? It has to make sense, you know. But there's a lot been going on, so I have not been making episodes, but I have over 100 episodes, and I do have a new website, www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. You could definitely go there, and the episodes, it's always like the relevant episodes, but then you click the link and then it gets you to all the episodes. I have over 100 episodes. Like when I started the podcast many years ago, I was doing motivational and beautiful after abuse. So those are the two things that I was doing. Now I just kind of go on and it's a topic. So I've been pretty much doing that, you know. So there's a lot of information that I have put out there, some learning things. When I started this, I wanted to talk to women who was victims of domestic violence or survivors of domestic violence. And basically, you know, I'm a survivor of it, and I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned o- on my personal journey, and then also in general, because I know that, you know, when women are going through that, it's like they feel like they're alone. It's like a lonely feeling or like some type of isolation, you feel me? But you're not alone. There's millions, if not billions, of women who have experienced that. You feel me? So I wanted to just share the information that, you know, that I have learned and acquired through my life journey, you know. So the website is up. You could definitely access the like a lot of the information that I have. I have over 100 episodes. And then also I offer services. I do coaching sessions, right? 30-minute coaching sessions. I do colloquy sessions, and I do vent sessions, and I do vent and coaching sessions. It's a combined session. So if you're interested in any of that, you could go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and sign up for any of that, you know, or read up about what it is. And then also I do free meditation once a month. I do that. So if you are interested in being a part of that, you know, definitely sign up and visit the the website. The website is it's cool, right? I absolutely that was something that I absolutely loved. My website, building up my website was just the most fun thing that I could actually do, that was definitely meaningful to me. I think providing information and then also sharing my opinion is great, you know. So definitely I have that. New episodes will be coming soon. Um but I'll be live on this channel. You know, I try to go live frequently, but it is what it is. Mhm. I try my best to kind of like go live and do what I need to do, cuz I'm on live on two platforms right now, but anywho, that's neither here nor there. But if you are interested in what's going on, go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com. Everything is there. The only thing that is free is the meditation. I do that once a month. You have to sign up to find out um the actual date that I'm giving it. But it's always going to be on a Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So that's something that you could definitely you know, look forward to, um and sign up. That's it. The services, if you're interested in doing a coaching session with me, you interested in having an event section, a colloquy session, that's something new. That's pretty much a chat and chill type of positive vibe conversation. It could be on anything that is trivial or serious, just basically a conversation. A lot of people are not really open to having certain conversations or dialogue with their listeners, and I'm open to that because I just feel like you could learn a lot from me and I could learn a lot from you too, or we could just be on some positive vibe type of friendship conversation vibe type of energy, right? Because sometimes I wish it was people that I could talk to, that I listen to on a regular basis. Like if I could just pick up the phone and talk to somebody that I listen to on a podcast, and I'll be like, all right, I made the payment. Let me talk. Let's talk. For 30 minutes. That's cool. That is so cool that you could, you know, pick up the you could pick up the phone and talk to somebody that you've been listening to on a regular basis. That's mad cool, you know. And so that's why I put that service out there, because it's just like I wish I had that opportunity to talk to somebody that I listen to frequently, and I actually can vibe and connect to the things that they believe or are putting out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or it's something like if it's a question that I have, like, well, you said this in a particular show, so what did you mean about that? You know what I'm saying? Or I could share my personal experiences and be like, oh, well, I went through this, or what this. Well, what did you go through? Like, just a regular type of vibe conversation. Let me drink. I've been drinking this water. It's early in the morning. It's a beautiful day, to be honest, because yesterday was absolutely crazy. Mayor Adams, I'm from New York City, so I don't know where you guys are from. If you guys are in this live chat or listening to this on the replay, definitely in the comment section, let me know exactly where you are on this live. I'm also live. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Facebook. So hopefully the Facebook audio is coming out good. If not, it is what it is. I don't have a microphone for the Facebook, you know. I still got things going on in the background. It's just a one woman show, okay? I don't have no team behind me that's editing, chopping and cutting out stuff. Whatever you hear me talking, you gonna hear the background stuff. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I get my Apple computer. You would think everything comes with it, but they want you to buy everything else. I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you spending over $2,000 for a desktop. You would think everything comes with that. They be like, oh no, you gotta download this app. You gotta do this. It's like, what's the point? I could have just got me a Windows little, what I'm saying, RCell computer and just got it popping. You know what I'm saying? I went out, bought a little Apple, and then now I gotta do all this extra stuff. That doesn't make sense at all. At all. But hey, you gotta work with what you have, love what you have, love yours, love everything that you have and what you contribute. And then, like, what you can't contribute, hey, it is what it is, right? We are not perfect, but at the same time, I just feel like we should grow, like, continue to love ourselves, to build ourselves up, regardless. Whoever, not messing with us. Like I was saying earlier, like within a society and stuff like that, especially with the internet, this couch cancel culture, this whole cancel culture, like people cancel you and they don't want to mess with you no more, or they put out rumors and lies, and people will believe these rumors and lies before even checking the sources. Like they believe the rumors and the lies before even checking the sources. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even fathom. I couldn't even think how that would feel. Like, nobody never puts themselves in a position of a canceled celebrity or a canceled person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to conjure up that energy or that feeling of being canceled, but it's like people cancel people, or people like will believe certain rumors. That gotta be the absolute worst feeling in the world, to know that you ain't do none of this stuff that everybody say that you doing. Or they saying like, oh yeah, 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 your character is like this, or you are like this, but then you really not like that. That gotta be the worst feeling in the world. And everybody saying that, everybody against you, everybody putting you down, making you feel like less than anything, right? But your own self, you know that that's not true. You know that that's a lie. You know that there's somebody out there that's trying to drag you down and pull you down. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care at all. And it's like, even dealing with that in its own self, like, it doesn't even have to be the internet. It could be like your community. It's people out there that comes from communities, and it's small communities. People live in small towns. Some people live in big towns, but within big towns, there's small communities and stuff like that. And it is what it is. And sometimes you have a whole community turn on you. That got to be the worst feeling ever, to have somebody just turn on you that don't even really know you, but they turning on you. And they having other people turn on you, and they limiting your resources. They don't even care. So even in those type of environments, when all that stuff is going on, should you stop caring about yourself? Should you stop loving yourself? Should you stop putting the work that you need to put in to yourself? And absolutely not. Love yourself regardless. Love yourself regardless of people that's not loving you. That's not pushing you forward. That's not giving you what you need, right? And then, even if when people are not giving you what you need to give yourself what you need. You need to motivate yourself. You need to push yourself. You need to do what it is that you need to do, right? Because ain't nobody going to care about you the way you care about yourself. If you have the whole world or people against you, don't give up on yourself. Don't stop loving yourself. Don't stop betting in yourself. Don't stop reading. Don't stop doing what it is that you need to do. Love yourself. Build yourself up. Do what you got to do. Build a tougher or thicker skin. Because a lot of times when people gang up on you, that's exactly, what they want to see. They want to see failure. They want to see, people get on the internet and complain and cry about what the hell's going on, rather than be silent and working on themselves, right? There's some people out there that come to the internet. They come to the internet and they complain about everything that's going on in their lives. They complain about everything that's going on. Nothing's going on right. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's going on right. It's always one thing after the other, one drama after the other, one crazy story after the other. No progress. just the F stuff. Nothing positive. And, with that being said, it's like you got to create the positivity for yourself. You got to, maneuver yourself. You got to motivate yourself. You got to push yourself. You got to get up early in the morning when you don't want to get up early in the morning, or get up whenever it is that you need to get up, and force yourself to maneuver and move through life the way that you want to move through life. You got to get up, right? Like early in the morning. Sometimes, well, actually, I'm gonna be very honest with you. Like, I would say, like, in the past 4 or 5 weeks ago, I went through something that was very traumatic, to the fact that, it took me out. It took me out. I was in a dark place. I was going through something. I was going through something very heavy. I didn't choose to get on the phone and complain and talk about the things that, I was going through, because there's a lot of resources that, we could utilize. There's a lot of, like when you're in a dark place, or when you're not in a good space, they have hotlines. Like on the East Coast, where I'm at in New York City, they have, like, hotlines and shit like that. And it's just like, my dude, that's what you could utilize. You ain't gotta tell nobody your business. Call a hotline. You feel me? You call the hotline, get it out, do what you gotta do, whatever. But I was experiencing some things, and it was just personal. It was just like a lot of heavy things, and it had a lot to do with the past. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so much of, oh yeah, this present moment, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what I'm going through. It was really none of that. You feel me? It was just like, yo, this is what I feel, you know? And sometimes it could hold you there, like, oh, okay. And it's like, you don't want that to hold you there. You don't want that to keep you stuck there, make you feel some type of way. Like, nah, we ain't doing none of that. You know, it doesn't make sense to stay stuck in a place that is stagnant. That's not even meant for you to grow. You got to get out of that. And a lot of times, people are maneuvering their way out of that. Like, I had to maneuver my way out of that. I had to journal my way out of that. I had to set up certain practices. I had to get my ass up and clean my damn house. I know when I'm going through something, when I cook a meal and I don't wash the dishes right away. That's what I know. Like, that's the first tell sign. Like, oh, damn, you dealing with something, because you just cooked the whole meal, ain't wash the dishes immediately. Yeah, you going through some shit. And I was going through something, but sometimes it takes time to really actually, figure it out. Like, oh, yeah, this is what it is. Right. But that's when you think about that's when the forgiveness aspect really comes into play, because it's just like, some people go into dark spaces or dark places where they just want to be in their feelings, right? They want to feel the negative things that they are currently experiencing, right? They allow themselves to go into that, right? But then it's a aspect of you getting out of it. And the aspect of you getting out of it is creating a path for you to work towards something else, right? Because it's like, if you are in a depressed state, and that depressed state has led to your house being dirty, the first thing that you want to do is start cleaning, right? You start cleaning your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on, like, you in a 1 bedroom, you start cleaning certain areas, you isolate that and you clean it. And that's when you slowly, get out of it from what I've experienced. But, you know, let me know if you guys have ever experienced any of that in the comment section. Share your story. You could also send an email, beautifulstartforyou@gmail.com. Definitely send that email. And in the future, I'm going to have it where you could go to www.beautifulstartpodcast.com and send your email there. But you could go to the website and listen to old Beautiful Start podcast episodes, right? I have motivational and beautiful after abuse. They have nothing but information, right? The motivational show was just mostly about, motivating people through their circumstances. Like, you gotta get out of that. You gotta pull yourself out of that depressed state, out of that state that's not gonna benefit you. That's not gonna, you know, change anything. And some people want you to be in a state where you are not changing nothing in your life because they want you to stay where you are. Me, I don't want you to stay where you are. I want you to progress. And it doesn't even have to be anything that you obtain financially, but if you're more stable, if you are in a healthy mindset, if you feel good, even if I'm able to speak to someone, to communicate to them, to change something in their life that leads to them having a clear mind, to leads to them to feeling good about themselves, I feel absolutely amazing about that. It doesn't have to be a financial gain. Some people feel like in order to win in life, you got to have all these financial rewards. And it's like a reward could be you dealing with your your root issues. The things that bother you on a root issue, right? You can actually deal with it, right? Come up with certain solutions. Work through your problem. Work through your pain. Come up with solutions that's going to benefit you. That's what it's all about. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, yo, sometimes you got to walk away from something to walk into something new. And sometimes just embracing and loving yourself, forgiving all of the old stuff in the past and starting fresh from now, starting now, and pushing yourself. That's what it's all about. And that's what I ultimately, want to see, right? But some people, they want to see people just fail and be nothing and do nothing with their life. And I just feel like even if I don't agree with the choices that people make and the lifestyles that they choose, but if it's something that's benefiting you and making yourself happy and you're able to provide for yourself in a legal way and it's not hurting anybody else, what's the problem? But some people don't want others to follow their dreams or to follow what it is that they really want to do in life. They would rather see people miserable. And I don't want to see people miserable. I want to see people happy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always an advocate for ending relationships that are leading nowhere. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship that's absolutely going nowhere? You can't benefit from it. You're not gonna become better. Things are not gonna change for you. So what's the point of that? There's some people out there that's able to change their life, right? Do these things, but then other people, it's just like they're just wasting their time. It's like, no, don't waste your time, right? My thing is stay present, right? Because it's all about the here and now. Complete your goals. Focus on your goals. Set goals. Number one, set goals for yourself. Focus on your goals. Work on your goals in your life. right? Have positive thoughts. Allow yourself to allow the negative thoughts to weed out, and allow yourself to have positive thoughts and positive self talk, right? Control your emotions, you know? Control your emotions. Know that you are free. Know that you can create whatever it is that you want to create. And that's what it is. But you could go to www.beautifulstartpodcast and listen to all the episodes that I have for Beautiful Start Podcast. It's going to be new episodes coming through. I thank you so much for listening to uh this episode, but definitely tap into what I got going on if you want to be a part of the Get Back to Me, Get Back to Life monthly group. That's exactly what I have. You go to www.beautifulstartpodcast and go to group. Right now we are accepting 8 more women. If you are interested in being a part of it, definitely sign up. I do have services that are in place. I have coaching sessions that I offer, event sessions that are 30 minutes, vid sessions that are 45 minutes, and then I have combined sessions, which is just a coaching sessions and event sessions. I have a surprise sale in regards to that for 55 minutes. I have the colloquy sessions, which is definitely something new. Um and it's nothing but it's just a positive chat and chill type of conversation. It could be about anything, whether it's serious or trivial. It's just a conversation on any subject matter that you want to have with me, right? So definitely, if you're interested in that, go to beautifulstartpodcast.com/services. And then also, like I said, with the meditation, I have meaningful meditation. I do that once a month. It's a 30-minute session. It's absolutely free, and there's different type of guided meditations that I do, but it's definitely all about bettering yourself. It's all about growing, right? So it's that's something that the meaningful meditation is absolutely free for once a month, right? So if you want to be a part of that, definitely sign up. If this is your first time tapping in, definitely go to the website www.beautifulstartpodcast.com, and you'll see all the episodes. I have a lot of episodes for people lives to change and do what they need to do, and different services and groups. I thank you so much for being a part of this. Peace.